can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars. Look at me, hands in the air like it's good to be alive. And I'm a famous rapper even when the paths are all crookedy. I can show you how to do-si-do, I can show you how to scratch a record. I can take apart the remote control, and I can almost put it back together. I can tie a knot in.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Welcome back this week.
Oh, God.
And I'm proud to be
You say?
Welcome back this week to the Attention Deficit Podcast, starring Willie and Charlie.
Starring Willie and Charlie. It's like the Tonight Show. The host will eventually change, but the like program will stay the same. That's how that works.
Exactly.
I found my favorite pizza in the entire world. Like I created it last week, and it's great.
Interesting. What was it?
Not sponsored, but Pizza Hut. And it's stuffed crust, which has to be large, because fuck Pizza Hut. Stuffed crust, instead of sauce, just buffalo. They're like buffalo sauce, which I'm not a spicy person, but their buffalo sauce is really fucking good. And it's mild, like it's not hot. It's got a little kick, but I fucking hate spice, so should tell you something. And then super extra pepperoni, and that's it.
Dude, so extra.
You like?
Is that good, huh?
It's so good. That's what I'm getting right now.
I'm
ordering pizza. Hopefully we're going to get it live on the podcast.
I never would have thought to, like, match pepperoni with, like, buffalo sauce.
Just so fucking
So, like, it's kind of out of the box a little bit. Like, you know, you take the pizza out.
Shut up. Fucking stop. I said shut up.
Well, back to it. Welcome back this week. A lot of things have happened the past, like, 2 weeks, I'd say. Because we haven't posted our other one yet. But we'll post
As we speak, we have not put up our last week's podcast.
Yep, but we're working on it. By the time you see this, it'll be uploaded.
Oh, I fucking hope to God.
Yeah.
Hope to God, man. Oh.
But a lot of things have happened. We're going to dabble on all of those.
And dibble.
And
Just let you know.
some of it being, you know, Donald Trump. I don't know what other categories we have. Maybe Zuckbot or...
You know, actually, that's not one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we'd talk about that. I don't know any details about it, so it's like...
I mean, I know a little bit. Just a little bit. Why? Why is this happening? Get out of here, dog. What? I pressed the wrong button. Anyways.
Get this microphone on my
pause
face.
this real quick. The podcast. Just kidding.
And pausing shit.
I ain't doing it, dude.
I don't like this dude. I ain't signing shit.
It's too fucking hard, dude. I'm fucking gay.
I'm fucking gay. Noel's new video. That's why I asked you earlier. There was
Hashtag time me game.
he was getting DMs about his race.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I done seen it.
And did you see the one where the guy's like, I figured it out. I know what you are. You're fucking gay. I was like, that's so amazing.
I saw that. And I want Noel to keep doing videos like that.
Yeah.
Cody always does those, and they're funny. Like, Cody's a funny dude,
Yeah.
but Noel's so much funnier.
Like the reaction shit. Like,
I
Noel's
need
stuff's always like a
I
vlog.
need it. Which
Like-
is fucking hilarious. I don't know why, of all the vloggers in the world, he's the one that I watch.
Because he does it ironically.
Yeah. And
which is like amazing.
So funny. It's great. Shout out to our boys, Tiny Meat Gang. All 20 of our people who watch should watch them.
Yes. All the 20 views that we get, look up Tiny Meat Gang, either podcast or just their personal videos. Because they're pretty good.
Just kidding. The first thing I want to do before we actually get into the topics is give a shout out to our buddy Nick. We were talking earlier, and he was just... I watched one of his videos. He likes to stream on YouTube, and I found the video very entertaining, so I told him I would... Oh, my update. So I told him I would let our viewers know, all 20 of them.
Give him a big shout out.
Yeah. So if you like, I mean, there's a pretty wide range of content. He's got the video I watched that I thought was really funny was is World at War Zombies with mods, and it was just a stream. I think him and
It's
his
like
friend.
gaming, right?
Yeah,
Kinda like
mostly
Twitch.
like
Yeah.
about 90% gaming, like twitchy, but you don't see him because,
Oh, okay.
after the
One of
accident,
those.
he didn't want to. just kidding. Just kidding. He didn't have an accident. But no, he plays a lot of Star Wars games and shit. And I love watching that shit. So I
Mm.
told him I'd shout him out because I like his shit.
Yeah, Nick's pretty funny.
He's edited one of our videos, and he will probably do that in the future as well. And he's much, 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 much better than I could ever hope to be at editing.
Yeah, I assume he's much better. He has a lot more knowledge about it than I do. So
I sent him a video. He fucking did it in like a half hour.
yeah,
And he didn't like start immediately. He was like, "Yeah, I'll get to it here in a minute."
and we
I-
couldn't figure that
He's
shit
like, "I'm
out.
sending it."
either.
I'm sending it. I'm like, "It's been 10 minutes. Are you resending me the same shit?"
Yeah,
Fucking
we
perfect.
couldn't figure that shit out either, which was like super weird. That he was just. I'm sure it has something to do with software, his knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
Because
Any accident.
I'm just getting started on editing. You've like never edited, so like.
Almost.
Dang, dude. That was a close one. So now that we've been filling the first 5 minutes up with nothing, let's get into a topic.
You think that's nothing?
No, it's just been kind of like you
Dude.
ordering pizza and me talking. So,
I still haven't ordered pizza.
God damn it.
You want to talk about what big topic do you want to talk about? Because I got 3 here that are huge.
Well, I don't know the 3 that you
But no,
have.
just talk about what you want to talk about.
I guess
What's that? No, hold on.
Huh.
Do you hear that noise?
Yeah.
What is that noise?
It's
I've
just
never.
like,
I usually don't
it's just
hear.
like white noise. I don't think it's going to be on the recording, just in our headphones.
All right.
It's from me turning up the monitoring and stuff.
Oh, it's your fault.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Now let's talk about Starbucks.
What about Starbucks? What about my sister?
Whoa. What? No.
It was from the video. He's like, "What about my sister?"
Really?
Yeah,
You know that?
yeah.
I did not know that. You know about Starbucks, right? What happened with them?
Mm-mm.
Oh my lord, you've been out of the loop.
I haven't been on my phone like that often the past couple of days. I don't know why, but I haven't.
Interesting. I mean, you've been busy. You've been a busy boy recently.
Yeah, the past couple of days.
But no, these it was pretty fucking retarded. What happened? Basically, these 2 black gentlemen walked into a Starbucks. I don't remember where, and they were, they walked in, and this all happened within a few minutes. So,
Okay.
They walked in. One of them sat down. The other one went to go to the bathroom. Asked if he could use the bathroom. They said no. It's only if you buy something. And he was like, okie dokie, and sat down. And they were waiting. They were 10 minutes away from like a real estate meeting that they were having. They weren't like in suits or anything, but and they were waiting there. And this lady came up and asked them, "Hey, you guys gonna get anything?" And they're like, "No, we're waiting for a friend." And they were like, "Okay," and proceeded to call 911. And you're like, as you would.
Yeah, obviously.
And the cops came. I saw the video. I saw a few videos. I think there were like 3 to 5 cops that came, all wearing bicycle helmets, which I thought was hilarious.
That's
But
funny.
beside the point, they put him in handcuffs and made him leave. And like they spent 8 hours in jail
For doing nothing?
for doing literally nothing.
For walking into Starbucks.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it's a huge deal. Everyone's talking about it. The manager was fired after that. The CEO of Starbucks was like, "I'm sorry," and like they're closing.
Sorry.
They're closing every owned store that they have for like a day or half a day or something, so they can do like racial sensitivity
It's
training.
like the Chipotle thing.
Yeah.
when they were going through, their Ebola thing.
Yeah.
I forget what the fuck it's called.
Salmonella.
No, it wasn't that. It was the other one. What the fuck is it? Starts with an
Okay,
E.
we got Ebola, E. coli.
E. coli. There it
Good
is.
job.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But they like shut down all Chipotle's for like a day too.
That was sad. That was a sad day.
But everyone got a free burrito. But I have a
I
story
remember that.
similar to the Starbucks thing.
Well, it's not over.
You're not done?
In all the details.
I thought it was done.
No.
Okay, keep going.
It's a big deal.
Go ahead.
It's a huge deal.
Black people, go ahead.
I'm not. Hey, they had Black Panther, okay? Jesus. Right when you took a drink too.
That is so fucked up.
It's funny though.
Yeah.
It's real funny.
Yeah. Sorry to all the racially sensitive people out there from our 20 viewers.
Yeah. All 20 of you will probably know us very well.
And or
Yeah. I'm gonna make this pizza a favorite. Hold up. I'm gonna name it Hold Up.
hold up.
No, I want to add a payment.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hold on, Charlie, talk for a moment.
Oh yeah. So what happened was that happened, and then the police chief, who was also a black man, was like, they did the right thing. They good. And then today, that was like yesterday or the day before, and today he's like, I was wrong. They did the wrong thing. And he apologized, I think in person or something. And right now, the black dude's legal counsel is like talking to the Starbucks people about like I'm sure a settlement and a bunch of other stuff. Because I saw a Good Morning America thing with them, like an interview, and they were legit like 2 minutes. Like the timestamp was like they were in there for 2 minutes. They sat down, got the cops called on them. I'm like, what?
Yep, they're either gonna be millionaires now, or they're gonna get to do a lot of cool shit with celebrities. So that's cool. I mean, it's not cool, but like, it's cool. It's cool that there's some sort of like
silver lining.
Yeah.
They get something out of this.
Yeah.
Instead of being embarrassed and treated like dog shit.
Yeah, for fucking a day. Like, what the fuck?
That's so shitty. I can't imagine being in that situation. I just walk in. I'd be so fucking mad. And these guys were just like, went with the fucking in handcuffs, went with the cops. Didn't resist whatsoever. Didn't even say anything. They were just like, okay. And I'm just like, oh my god, damn. Because if they would have resisted, they would have said something. Shit would have gone down.
Yeah.
Because heaven forbid, be unlawfully arrested. Like what the fuck? I guess they didn't read their Miranda rights. They didn't tell them why they were being arrested, which I don't think they have to tell them whether, but they definitely fucking have to read them the Miranda rights.
Yeah, that's like a
huge
big
constitutional thing,
yeah.
Which they didn't, but they like super glossed over it. And on Good Morning America, they were just like, yeah, they didn't read his Miranda rights and other stuff and other things.
Like
that's a big fucking deal.
That's a big deal. That should not be getting looked over at all.
Well,
but everything else kind of muffles that a little bit because it's like obviously a very racially, like a very race empowered thing that happened. So like, and very obviously it's not like something where it's like a clipped video of some dude getting shot and they're saying that the cops were racist. Like it's like they literally got arrested for walking into Starbucks, which is like, what?
It's like, you want to fucking redo that real quick?
Yeah.
Did you get a hair on my mic?
Dude, yeah, probably.
What the
That's what we call a pubic.
I put my mouth on this thing.
Let me get readjusted here. But similar story, not very much to that extent. But I was at work over last summer, I think, and we get a call that there is a fight at BJ's, like people are fighting. So
BJ's is a restaurant near Total Mall.
Yeah. So
not
I
what you
forgot. I forgot. I'm not just talking to you, Char. So me, the guy that I was working with at the time, which you know as Battle. You knew him, right?
I heard about him. I didn't know him. I saw him on cameras.
So, Battle, and then boss man Roger. We all like fly over there within like 2 minutes, and then they're like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what you're talking about. Cops have already been called by the people that called us at BJ's. Said that, you know, there was a situation. Cops need to get there. Called the cops. So we're like, well, what the hell? There's no fight. And they're like, yeah, nothing even happened. We have no idea what's going on. We're like, what? And so we went in, we talked to like one of the managers at BJ's, and I guess some like older lady called the cops and like wanted security because there was a group of black people standing outside. They weren't doing shit. They were just standing there. And she called because she felt like unsafe. I'm like, you fucking entitled Dublin people. Like, Jesus
Get back in your car
Christ.
and lock it if you feel that
Get
unsafe.
back in your fucking Lincoln and
Yeah.
drive home. Like, get the fuck.
Hey,
Like,
take you and your privilege and just fucking drown yourself in a bowl of soup. I don't know. What's
sorry, man. This isn't the same world you lived in when you were growing up.
Yeah, right. Like, just
Like,
come on now. God
So
damn.
ridiculous. And I told the cops, and they were like so annoyed. Like, one of them was like, there was like a black guy. There was a black cop, a Middle Eastern Indian type cop of that descent, and then like 2 white cops. And I told the one that I knew, and he was like, are you serious? That's why? And I was like, yes, that's what they told me. And he's like, what the fuck? And then the 2 I guess minorities, they just like were like, but the 2 white dudes were like pissed. And then the 2 other people were just like, yeah, it fucking happens.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
I gotta deal with it all the
yeah,
fucking time.
like,
That's nothing new for them, but Jesus fuck, that's so annoying.
I know.
It's like, oh, you're dragging society down. Okay. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Like, I can't relate at all to that, which is like kind of, I can't like put myself in someone else's shoes like that, because it's like, I've never just like someone looked at me and been like, you have blonde hair? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right?
It's like,
Never
what?
happened to me either. Well, when I was a kid, some people would be like, no kids in here. Get
No
the
kids
fuck
in here."
out. Are you fucking gay?
That's true.
But that's the closest
I
I've
mean,
come.
the closest I've gotten to it is,
They're not going to hit kids or anything. So it's
yeah,
like,
the closest I've gotten is like, for having like, I use blonde hair as an example, but I've had shit for having blonde hair, but it's just like, oh, you're stupid, shit like that. And I've also like, I haven't been like discriminated
rough,
against for like, yeah, dude, it's so bad. I can't. That's like some
pick
white.
a sign from my
That's like
wicked
some
rhyme.
16-year-old white girl shit.
Mhm.
Like someone be like, "Oh, what are you, blonde?" They'd be like, "My
Like,
life is so hard. My
why
dad
would
didn't.
you leave us?
My dad didn't get me a Lamborghini for my birthday. He got me a Corvette."
Who even drives Corvettes? They're so out.
It's like, bro, calm the fuck down.
But anyways, so that's ridiculous. It's good to know that there's still we're surrounded by a sea of morons. It's rough.
Yeah, I like to think that I'm smarter than most because I feel like it's mostly true. Because around the people that were around today is like, holy shit, these people are dumb.
I saw this video that just blew my fucking mind. I totally forgot about it until you said that. But oh my god, dude, this camera crew went to this whole village. Like, I think it was in India or somewhere around there, maybe Pakistan, I'm not really certain. But they asked, like, everyone, kids, adults, old-ass fucking people, just everything. And they were like, what do you think about rape? And they're like, oh, it takes 2 to tango. It takes 2 hands to clap. That was the main thing they said. You can't just clap with one hand. It takes 2 hands to clap.
I clap with one hand all damn time.
You're like, look at this motherfucker.
Look at fucking shit.
No, dude, like, legitimately, they taught their children Their grown-ups knew. Their elders knew. You know.
That like rape is okay, or like
It's not that it's okay, but it's there's fault on both sides. Yep. And oh my god, dude, I'm not even kidding. There was like fucking 50 people on this like 10-minute video that were all just like, yeah. And it was like,
see,
what?
there's the thing where it's like not really your fault for thinking that way when you're
a kid, yeah.
You're like a kid and
you're
grow
raised that way.
You're raised that way, everything. Like it's not really your fault that you think that way. But then at the same time it's like there's an entire village of people that think that.
It's not a village though. It's like it's that whole mentality. That's just one specific example of it.
It's so weird.
And that's all that was showing. And I was like, "Oh my god."
It's not even like okay.
No,
like,
it's the
not
opposite
okay
of
at
okay.
all. Like
I'm just like, "Holy shit." I don't know.
like you can't just be like, "Oh, they were raised that way."
The
No, like you should
grandpa being grandpa.
you
Again. No.
Yeah,
Grandpa's going to rape someone and say it was their fault. That's fucking not cool.
Yeah. You should naturally be able to be like, I shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't do that. Shikading.
But-
One more time. I shouldn't do that.
But like, just be like, oh, that girl looks nice. No matter how she's dressed, I probably should not just forcefully have sex with her. Like, like
Wait, why not? That's literally how some people are.
it's
and
so
it's like,
weird.
oh,
They're like,
fuck
wait,
that.
you mean like she was wearing like a crop top and
Like,
like
whatever she
short
wanted?
shorts? Like she was wearing what? In America? Fuck it. She deserved that shit. Like no, I hate people that say that. Like I hate people that was like she was obviously asking for it. I'm like, I don't care how big of a
asking for it.
I don't care how big of a slut she is. If she's a big slut, she said yes before. If she's saying no to you, she said fucking no. Like it's just like
It's I mean,
man.
it doesn't. No one. I feel like no one even taught me that.
Exactly. Like I
That's
was
what
not.
I feel like, but that can't be true because someone taught these kids to say that, so someone taught
That's
us
true.
to say this.
But I don't think I was like raised to be like I don't think.
It wasn't a big topic.
Yeah,
you know?
like it wasn't a big
Hey,
topic.
rape's
when I was
not
like,
okay, all
hey,
right?
Yeah.
But my mom never fucking really okay. She probably did, but
It was
didn't
just
really say that
like
to me when
growing
I was
up
a
in the
little kid.
environment. I think like growing up around the people we
It's
were. and
usually like a
stuff, just
strong
oh,
female
rape's not
figure in
okay.
your life
Yeah.
that really points out, like, oh, this is not only my equal. Right now, she's my better because she's raising me.
Yeah.
That's how I got it. Like my mom was like a pillar in my life. So like, why would I?
Mhm.
It fucking
So
hurts my
weird.
brain sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, rape is such a big issue like now, and it's like
Why? is
not that
an
it
issue?
wasn't before.
It's just a lot more attention is drawn to it.
I think the reason why is because I think people are opening up more about it.
Oh, definitely.
Like before, like say like 20 years ago, I'm sure people were getting fucking raped all the time, but no one, like everyone's too scared to say anything.
Uh-huh.
But now we're like not fucking scared. Like yeah, fucking some dude put his dick in my ass last week. I think something should happen about that. Like it's just like okay, yeah, something should be done about that. All right. Like because you hear about the.
I think Pizza Hut's here.
They like hear us talking about rape and shit. Is he there?
I don't know.
You're not there.
Operator. I have no idea.
Hello,
I just
operator.
got a call from Pizza Hut. I don't know why.
Why don't you call him? You
Yeah, I'll call Pizza
speaker.
Hut. I'm gonna do one ear out. One ear. Right.
All right, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
God. Jesus fuck! I have to deal with so much shit at the same time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are calling Pizza Hut because they called Charlie.
Thank you for calling. Thanks for calling Pizza Hut. Please hold.
Bruh.
What is food for carry out or delivery?
Actually, I'm just returning a call that I just received.
One of our drivers had a question about your delivery address, but it's all cleared up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alright, we should have that out there soon.
All right, thank you very much. Bye.
Damn, that was not interesting at all.
No. They're like, all right, please hold. Oh yeah, we had a question, but we answered it ourselves. Thanks. Bye.
Like, they're like, yeah, what is this for pickup or delivery? And then you're like, I'm returning a call. They're like, oh yeah,
They're
I
like,
didn't-
oh, that guy.
I didn't notice before, but
I mean, having worked in a pizza shop, you don't just assume that they're returning a call.
I mean, true.
You're like, I mean, I do. Every time I get called, I assume it's a return call, dude.
Just answer the phone at work. I'm like,
You'd be like, yeah, what up? This is the second time.
I'm like, yeah. So I wanted to talk to you about. And they're like, wait, hold
I'm like,
on,
oh,
hold
I'm
on.
glad you called. I missed you earlier.
I missed you earlier.
They're like, no, you didn't. I'm calling about your electricity bill.
Now that we're off the topic of rape and lighten it up a little bit.
Thank God.
Last night I saw a video. I don't know if you watched it, but Jim Carrey showed up on Conan.
Yes.
It was awesome.
It was good.
It was amazing.
Jim Carrey's kind of, you know, kind of getting back into it. You could tell he was
Yeah.
still, you know.
He
feeling
just seemed
himself.
like how
He's
always
changed.
been.
He's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, I think it's a better thing than a negative. Like, maybe he didn't like the way he was, so he decided to fucking change. It just annoyed me how everyone was like, oh, he's fucking gone crazy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I hated that.
Jim Carrey was fucking crazy before.
I'm like, leave my boy alone.
Yeah, that's my boy.
But there was other people, like I heard Joe Rogan talking about him, and he's like, they were talking how like he's on such a different level of thinking than everybody that no one just really understands it.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I ride the line between that. When people are
Mhm.
always like, yeah, I'm way out fucking here. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're full of shit.
Yeah,
That's really pretentious of you
that's
to say.
true.
And then when people are like, oh, he's fucking crazy, I'm like, hey, you're just an ass.
But like, it's never like in the middle. Like I'm in the middle with it. Like I'm not like Jim Carrey went fucking crazy or like he's so crazy that no one understands him. Like I'm just like,
He's not
No,
crazy. He's
he's just-
actually a genius. All right, Donald Trump. Like,
yeah,
fuck
like
you.
he's just a dude that thinks in that way that's different than everyone else. So who cares? I don't like people are just talking shit about him and shit, and it's just like
Man.
leave
Without
that
Jim Carrey,
man
I don't even know
alone.
where I'd be.
That man's a fucking legend.
I don't even know where I'd be. Without Liar Liar in my life, without The Mask in my life, I'd be on the street selling drugs. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
No, like all of my comedy, like the way I excrete comedy is like, at least how it used to be, was wholly based off of Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Wholly
Same.
based.
Like he's what got me into like comedy.
Oh,
like
yeah.
all like a lot of my humor is like the
Grown
foundation
from
began.
the seeds of Jim Carrey.
Yeah, like the foundation of my humor is Jim Carrey. It's like I never understood how anyone could like dislike him because he's just like someone that made the world better.
Definitely.
Like, and it's just like
He made my life better. That's for sure.
yeah, 100%.
That's fucking guarantee.
And that's all like that's all he was trying to do. Like he wasn't trying to like be negative in any way, like ever.
That's not
And
true.
then-
You're like,
But, like,
what?
But like ever, he's just trying to lighten up the world.
Did you ever see The Truman Show?
Yes,
I've never seen that movie.
it's so good, dude.
Is that your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
No,
What
but
is
it
your
is
favorite?
very good. My favorite Jim Carrey
Yeah.
movie?
Because I asked my dad that question. He was like, The Truman Show.
Truman Show is really good.
And I was like, I've never fucking seen that. I have to.
yeah, that's how I was a few years ago. Like there was a few years ago when I hadn't seen the Truman Show, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch it. And I watched it and was like, why did I never watch this movie? Holy shit! Like it's so good. I think I don't know, because a lot of my Jim Carrey shit comes off of like nostalgia, so like I try not to let that play a part. But I think either Yes Man I like that movie a lot.
You did? That's more recent.
Yeah.
That's a good ass movie.
Yeah. Super good. Or the Truman Show or the Cable Guy, I'd say.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Cable Guy is just super funny.
Cable Guy is super funny.
And then Truman Show and Yes
so
Man are
funny.
just like good movies.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with Yes Man being a good movie. It's just an all around, like, that's the thing with the most Jim Carrey. Oh God, most Jim Carrey. If that was my mic, it'd be like just like 9/11 all over again. But oh, I want to pitch a show. Don't let me forget. I want to pitch a show live on the podcast, which you've actually heard about, but now I've fleshed it out a little bit more.
Okay.
But anyways, oh gosh, my fucking headphones are fucked up. Yeah, like a lot of Jim Carrey shit, I think he like really perfected at least the roles he played. Having like a hilarious movie, slapstick, clever comedy at the same time, and then a deep meaning somewhere in the movie that like really gets you. And I think he, for the most part, the roles he took were like that.
I just remembered my real answer to your question. Liar, Liar. 100%.
Same.
100% my favorite Jim Carrey movie. That movie is so good.
That movie is amazing. The fact that that was made
I used to watch that.
warms my heart every year. Me and my dad would watch it together.
Dude, I used to watch it like every day. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, once a day, I would watch Liar, Liar. I'm not
That's
fucking kidding.
amazing.
Because it was back when, like, you couldn't just, like, Google search a movie and
Yeah, of
watch
course.
it for free. It was, like, we had demand,
Uh-huh.
and it was on, like, Showtime Demand for a
Uh-huh.
little while, and I just watched it, like, every day just to, like, I'm like, I know it's going to go at some point, so I'm just going to watch it, like, a shit ton. I literally have seen that movie so many times, and it's, like, the same experience every time.
Every time.
Like, it's so
I've
good.
never not watched that movie and just been like, so good.
Same
Like
with-
I used to watch it semi-yearly, like regularly with my dad, and it's such a good movie to watch with your father,
Mhm.
if you know your father. It's a really good movie to watch with him because it's like heartwarming, and that's like it really sums up a father's love for his kid,
Mhm.
as well as like a father's struggle to like relate to a kid and like raise a son, and
Mhm.
it's just very well done.
Yeah, it's just like that struggle between
Life and death. An
No,
arm
like
and a leg.
his like personal life and work life. It
Mm.
basically is like that. There's like a balance that needs to happen, and he just didn't have that at the beginning of the movie, but then figured it out by the
Yeah, he
end.
was a shithead.
Yeah, he's a fucking shithead. I remember in the movie when I was like a kid and I first saw it, they were like talking about going to see wrestling, and I was like, please show it in this movie, that'd be amazing. And then he didn't go, and I was like,
Yeah,
fuck.
that would have been great. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I had the same thing. I'm like, but yeah, I wanted to pitch a show. I'm sure you remember parts of it, but the show is a team of superheroes. It's an animated show starring and it's animated, so it's voiced main by Steve Buscemi. You remember
Okay.
this one?
No.
No? Oh, even better. I don't have a name for it,
Steve Buscemi.
but it's Steve Buscemi as an animated character of himself. Voicing, oh boy. Voicing himself. And he has a team of superheroes
Mm.
who aren't really that super. Now this sounds like it's pretty run-of-the-mill sounding. I mean, obviously not Steve Buscemi, but
Mhm.
but these superheroes are just fucking whack. Like the 30-second man, you remember that one?
Yeah, you told me about
Yeah,
this.
yeah. He does everything within 30 seconds, but he can't do anything in under 30 seconds or like over. So he's like, let me run up this building in 30 seconds. And they're like, the bomb's gonna go off in 12 seconds. He's like, shit, we're fucked. Don't rely on me.
That's
And-
amazing.
Yeah, that one's pretty great. Then there's another guy. The name I have for him is really cheesy. His name's Heartless, but he has telekinetic powers, so he can move shit with his mind. But the only thing he can actually do is rip people's hearts out of their body. So like that's it. That's all he can do. He can't move anything. He can move anything else, but his like mental block to where all he can do is just be like, and just have a heart in his hand, just like, and the person obviously is fucking just dead. And those are the only two that I remember. But I have like so many other failed superheroes who were like in that
That
category.
is amazing.
And they're like, all right, so I got a main goal, like an arc. Steve Buscemi's trying to figure out who really did 9/11. That's the arc. That's the goal, to
What?
find out what really happened and like stop that person,
That's amazing.
isn't it? Because Steve Buscemi
Yeah.
was a firefighter, and
He
during 9/11
volunteered.
he
Yeah.
volunteered again to help people. And I just think that'd be so fun if we could actually
That'd
get
be
Steve
amazing.
Buscemi to do that. Oh my god, dude, that'd be so funny. And their like superhero like mobile thing is a
Mm.
fire truck.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Just like all based around him being a firefighter.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
And like he has no special powers, but no one's special powers work on him. He has no special powers whatsoever. He's just fucking Steve Buscemi,
it's amazing.
voiced by himself.
Yeah,
And the
like
god in this
fire hose
world
and
is
shit.
avocado.
Wait,
I don't know
what?
if I remember telling you that.
What'd you say?
The god in this world is an avocado.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Catch it on TBS tonight at 8.
Speaking of TV shows, I just started watching. I don't know if you've
Ma!
seen any of it, but the Santa Clarita Diet.
No.
It's very strange.
Yeah, it looked like something I would watch, but I don't want to watch it. I have no desire to watch
The
it.
thing, like my favorite, I had no desire to watch it either, but a female friend decided to
Mhm,
show me it. So,
Figured.
but
It's Drew Barrymore, right? Is that who it is?
yeah, Drew Barrymore.
Okay.
I don't know who the main
She's great. She's
guy
great.
is. I know the main guy, but I don't know
Yeah,
him
yeah,
by
he's
name.
great too.
But my favorite part of the show is every time the dude cusses, it's so unnatural. Like, and it's so funny. He'll be like, I'm trying to think of an example, but like, say he says like fuck or something. He's like, I'm getting mad as fuck, and it comes off so unnatural. It's so funny. Like
Is it on do you think it's on purpose?
Yes, I think it's absolutely on purpose. Every time he cusses, I'm just like, like, I laugh like every time. Like he'd be like one of the things was like, you just like fucking killed a man, but it like didn't say that. He's like, you just fucking killed a man, like, and it's so unnatural.
Some would say supernatural.
Speaking of TV shows, yeah,
No, I
Supernatural.
wanted to tell you about a TV
No.
show. You remember the TV show?
The TV show.
It's fucking gay.
Oh, it is fucking gay. It's actually gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I'm super paranoid about not being able to hear the freaking door.
You'll be able to hear it.
God damn it. It's on Netflix. It's called Queer Eye. And some of our older viewers will recognize that name because an older show called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, as far as I know, I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a remake of that, but it's a lot different according to my mother. So, but that's only based off explanation. She hasn't seen it. But I watched the entire season over the weekend. It's only 8 episodes, but it was fucking amazing. It's one of the best TV show viewing experiences I have ever had.
Really?
It was the shit. If I could unwatch it and rewatch it again, I would fucking gladly do it. It was borderline life-changing. It made me cry. Does that?
No. It definitely could have been, actually.
Fuck.
Charlie's getting pizza right now.
What did you call for? I'm assuming it was you called. Never mind. Oh, so I got a call and I guess I called back because I didn't answer it. I didn't get the chance, but at least it made it was call, but it wasn't me. Yeah, they were just like, that was a permanent question, but we answered it.
Well, thank you very much. Have a great one.
Yeah, you too, man. He had no idea.
He had no idea. The fuck? Sorry about the sudden interruption. There was a male specimen dropping off pizza to
Tune in
another.
next week to find out what happened.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
That's funny. No. So Queer Eye, it made me cry. Most episodes. I think there's 2 episodes I didn't cry. Fucking insane.
Sounds like something that would make you cry because it's like
It was the best.
people turning their shit around. Like,
Basically, the what it is 5 gay dudes go and you like nominate people and then they choose someone. I think it's near their area in like Georgia or something. But you nominate people and then they change their life.
It's like-
each
you said 5 dudes, right?
5 guys. So one of them does like grooming, one of them does like health and diet, one of them does like home.
Like
Like-
home design?
Yeah. One of them does it's culture. The only black dude on there is culture, but he is the best. And what does the last guy do? I'm drawn up. Fashion, which is actually like each one of those doesn't sound like, especially the diet one, the grooming, like it's not that bad, but like together it's like a fucking different person, different life. Like it's insane. And the black dude is just so badass. Like everything he does, like he like talks to him on like such a deep level. He's the one who always gets the tears. He's like, I know, because I'm a dad too. And then the guy's like,
I know, because I'm a dad too.
no, not really, but it's a great, highly recommended, especially for homophobic people. Because if you fucking watch that, you're gonna enjoy it. So if you watch it, hate homosexuals, and enjoy it, you're gonna be real confused.
Yep.
So highly recommended. It was great. Everything was great about it. I don't know. You gotta watch it.
I want to because Noel and Cody, but
That's why I watched it.
yeah, the episode with the comedian is the one I really want to watch because that one sounded like lit.
It was really good. I don't know. That wasn't my favorite episode. My favorite episode was the one they did it to a gay dude. Everyone else was a straight dude, just like normal person. But the one episode they did it to a gay dude, and that was a tearjerker. Holy
Interesting.
shit! It was insane.
Because just because the title of the show before, like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, so
Yeah.
it's like
And like 7 out of the 8 people they did were straight.
fucking gay.
Fucking gay. No, and then it's rough because there's that episode and then there's another episode with a super religious guy. Those two both are just like you can turn on the fucking faucet, ma.
Turn on the fire hose.
They do. Yep. There's a firefighter in there too.
Oh wow,
His name's Steve Buscemi.
that'd be amazing.
Wouldn't it?
I just want Steve Buscemi on like everything. Just,
That's
like,
what
put him in everything.
I want this fucking animated
He-
show.
He's like,
Could you imagine that? It'd be such a badass show to watch.
that would be sweet.
Fucking hilarious. Like creators of Family Guy present
Yeah,
Queer Eye for Steve Buscemi's eye
dude.
guy.
I just remembered Steve Buscemi and Big Daddy. He's a homeless dude.
Mm-hmm. He's just like
So funny.
always lying there.
Yeah.
Which one is
And he wanted a sausage egg McMuffin. Never forget that shit.
which one is the one where he writes Hallmark cards? Not Steve Buscemi, but Adam Sandler.
He writes Hallmark cards?
Yeah, and then he's like a mayor of a town, like way up north.
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi in that movie was great.
Mm.
It's just,
Was he like a butler or something? Is that what he
no,
was?
Steve Buscemi played a very small part in that town. He was like a cross-eyed dude.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. He was it was such a small part, but it's fucking hilarious. I was like, very well done.
Yeah. Because the butler guy was the
Butler!
dude with the accent.
Mm-hmm. But I watched a movie last night, and it was Civil War. I rewatched it, not watched it for the first time. But there was a few things I noticed that completely derail Black Panther like hard fucking core. They have no fucking continuity in between these goddamn movies. It sickens me. Like, just, it's insane. Like, I thought there was like one or two things that I was like, that's annoying. But no, it's fucking the whole damn bajingle.
The whole bajangle.
The whole Django Unchained.
Okay, what was
Ugh. Ugh.
it? What?
Hit me right in the node. You're like,
I didn't do shit.
you fucking swallowed.
Oh.
No. So, in Civil War, it not only makes no sense after. You remember how Winter Soldier ends? Not with the shield going down, but between him and Bucky.
Like him picking him up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's all that happened. And then they go into when he talks to Bucky for the first time in Civil War. They're just like, he doesn't know who he is and shit. For like a brief second, he's supposed to be like acting like he doesn't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And that part kind of annoyed the shit out of me.
Like when he's handcuffed in the place?
No.
Okay.
When he's
That was the after credits for Winter Soldier, by the way.
what was?
When he's like handcuffed in the room and they like walk in. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He's like in the like abandoned room, and then Falcon and.
Well, he's got this arm pin.
I don't know.
Because that's in Civil War.
No,
Most
like there was like an after credits that I think it was also in Civil War, but like he's like in this room, like I don't know. Whatever.
It just didn't make much sense between now and then. That's all. And then the big part is Black Panther, the Wakandan everything. First of all, there's a Wakandan outreach thing in Civil War that got blown up. That was the reason the UN Accords.
Yeah.
And Wakanda was so closed off and never did anything for anyone else and wasn't planning on it. What?
They have like a city that not a city but like a area that was Wakanda in the real world. Just everyone thought they were like a third world country.
I know.
Okay. Just
But there was
sure.
in Black Panther they're like, we will never leave these walls, all that crap where they're like isolationists and they never help anybody in anything. They had a fucking outreach thing before and they just completely ignored it. And the biggest thing attached to that was that the King T'Chaka was like, it's no longer time for us to hide in the shadows.
That's true.
And then in the next movie, they're like, we have to keep hiding in the shadows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
I didn't even.
Exactly. I watched it and I was like, oh, that's so annoying.
That is really
It's
annoying.
fucking backtracked. Like, that was on
Yeah.
live television. Obviously, everyone in Wakanda saw that. They all agreed with the king. Like,
Weird. Yeah, I never paid attention to that, I guess.
and his acting, the guy who plays Black Panther, it's just such a step above from Civil War. Rewatching it, I'm like, oh man, this looks like the off-brand of fucking Civil War, like the Great Value Black Panther, not Civil War, but version, because Black Panther was so fucking good, like how he was in it. I liked it better. Like when I first saw Civil War and then I watched Black Panther, I was like, he was better in Civil War. Like the tiny snippet we got comparatively was better in Civil War is what I thought. And I rewatched it yesterday and I was like, oh fuck no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
That was fucking
I still
nothing
like,
compared to it.
even watching it, I'm just like, ugh, he's so good at what he does. Like Chadwick
great.
Boseman's great.
Oh no, him? No. Just kidding.
The world is not done with you yet.
He doesn't say that. I fucked it all up. Like so
What does
many
he
times.
say?
He says, the living is not done with you yet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't even.
That's what
and
it is.
he is not nearly as smooth as I thought when he blocks the shot on Zemo.
He's
at
just
the
like,
end. No, he's like about to shoot himself. He like fucking like half trips and like falls on him, puts his hand there, and then they struggle for a second. Then he gets his arm around him. He's not like I thought.
really?
Yeah. I watched it and I was like, bruh, you
Weird.
are not as smooth as I thought.
Weird.
Yeah,
I perceived that a little differently.
exactly.
Like,
My
weird.
perception is perfection.
My music got you perplexing?
No. Thorough on sound.
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 Shit. I just remembered what I wanted our music to be on the intro.
Well,
But that's okay.
okay.
We'll save it for another time. I gotta write it down before I forget. Before I forget this, I am a worm before I am a man. How's that sound? Very annoying. I imagine.
Sounds like a didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo what? Yeah. All right. You want to talk about Syria? Last thing we talk about?
Sure. Let's talk about World War III.
You think so?
No, not at all. I think people are fucking stupid.
I mean, every
That's
time
what I
anything
think.
like that happens.
That's so true. It's
Those
like,
people-
wait, Russia was involved? World War
Fuck.
III.
Fuck. Fuck.
I mean, it is definitely like, oh shit.
It's a big deal. It's
Like, yeah.
obviously a big deal.
But like, it's not. I don't think it'll cause World War III at all. I don't think it'll cause the end of the world.
You know what I was thinking too the other day? How we were talking about when we talked about gun control, and I was like, no nation's gonna invade us. You know, they're just gonna bomb us, and blah, blah, blah. It's like modern and everything. I remembered something the other day that Russia invaded Ukraine, and I was like, oh yeah, those are two modern countries that got invaded. Like Ukraine being invaded. I was
Yeah.
like,
But like,
it's still like
we
fucking
invade-
way like super not probable, but that's just made me think for a second.
yeah. But like, they're also like, they're like bordering, aren't they? They didn't just like fly over and was like,
No, definitely they're bordering.
yeah. So like, the only people we got,
It's
Mexico
Canada.
and Canada. And Canada, I just feel like it's too nice. They're just like, not too nice, but like
You're one of
they're
them,
on,
huh?
they're like on our side, you know.
I mean,
And then
debatably so.
Mexico, I feel like would also be on our side, but at the same time, we could piss them off at some point. They could
Because
be
we
like,
haven't already done that.
yeah, we could be
They're
like,
all rapists, you know.
what?
Our president, the man who represents us as a nation.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I don't
I was
feel
like,
that way.
what?
You're like, when did this happen?
But
We're
but-
drinking Jarritos, for Christ's sake,
that's so true.
religiously.
That's true. But
We give them money.
like Mexico could be like, we're taking Texas back, and we'd be like, no, and they'd be like, then we're taking your whole fucking shit, just like invade everything. That'd be insane.
That'd be interesting.
That would
Considering
be
their
interesting.
military is nothing compared to ours. It'd be an interesting shit show to watch.
The cartel would come like just rape our military, dude.
Oh,
Just,
dude,
like,
I had a
absolutely.
fucking,
Just kidding.
I had a really interesting idea that I'm not gonna share, but I just wanted to remember that, so might tell you after this.
Okay.
That concerns the cartel.
Interesting.
If there's any cartel members who see this, it is not a real thing. It's fiction.
What is?
My life.
I thought you were saying the cartel was fiction. I was like, that's not the smartest thing to say.
They're like,
They'll
oh,
make you know that they're real, buddy.
coño. Oh, they'll let you know.
Oh, they'll let you know, buddy.
They're gonna let you. They're fucking gay. I love how funny Cody Ko is when it comes to fucking the cartel.
Yeah.
Or like, was
He's
it the
like,
Bloods or something? He like immediately is just like,
it was the cartel.
I'm not gonna talk.
Because he was going to Mexico and he was freaked out. But the funniest thing was when they were talking about it and Noel was like, he's like, they're like gonna be like torturing some dude, like interrogating some dude, and
That was good.
the guy would be like, he's like sharpening a knife, and he's like, hold on, I like this Super Zen one. He's like, after this, I'm gonna cut this fool up though, and then he'd be like, fuck them white pills, go Super Zen. Ah! Just like,
I remember what you're talking about. It's just so funny. But now back to the Syria. More importantly, like the whole topic is, I wanted to say before I asked that question specifically, but it's funny because when these airstrikes started, Donald Trump was like, I'm doing more than President Obama did because he fucked it all up at the classic blame Obama move.
Obama did the same shit though.
Exactly. I think that is so funny. And a lot of people are like, well, he obviously didn't do enough, you know. And I'm like, he still fucking bombed him. So to be
Yeah.
like, I'm doing better. And I'm fucking Facebook. God bless Facebook. I was reading through comments on it and be like, yeah, Obama may have bombed Syria because Obama did it himself. Just personally fucking threw bombs
He
in
threw a
Syria.
plane.
It just gets annoying. But, and he threw a plane.
I meant flew a plane.
Anyways, no, he was like, he may have done that, but he just like bombed randomly. He didn't bomb any specific targets. That's what Trump is doing. And I'm like, are you fucking retarded? You think they literally were just like, here's a $30,000 bomb.
They're like,
Here's a $30,000 bomb.
they're like, wait, they're killing kids? Okay, let's go over there and kill some kids. Like,
No,
what?
no.
No.
We have fucking strategic ass missiles that hit what we want them to hit, and that is it. That's so fucking retarded to assume that we're not hitting what we don't have a target. First of all, why would we go anywhere and do anything without a fucking target? That's bad shit. Like, at least, or multiple, obviously, normally multiple targets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, you fucking idiot. You make yourself look so dumb on a public forum. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I've literally, every time I see something that's like extremely cancerous on Facebook, I'll reply to that comment and be like, this gave me leukemia. And I never have gotten a comment from that. Like a message.
I just always
never.
say, I just be like, this is certified cancer. And that's just what I say. No one ever comments.
I'm always like, this
against me
post
either.
gave me leukemia. And I've never had a reply, never had a message, never had anything. And I'm just like, how? These people are, I look at these comments and see like them arguing with 16 other people. And I'm just like, hey, this gave me leukemia. And he's like, nah, this guy's good.
Nah, this guy's good.
I'm like, why would, I want you to argue with me, motherfucker. I'll make you look like an idiot. Which, I mean, he's doing a great job himself. But anyways, so is it right?
Yes,
You think so?
I think so.
Why?
100%.
Because backtrack. What did you say? 100
Yes.
or
100.
thank you. Go ahead.
100%.
100.
Because, like, people are only saying that it's wrong because Russia's involved. And they think that something big's going to happen. And now everyone's
Well,
scared.
I can tell you that's not true. There are other reasons.
That's the only reason
Two
I've
main
seen.
reasons.
But,
other than that.
my thing is that, you know, they were fucking, like, a lot of people were like, it's their own country. Who gives a fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, kind of like they're using chemical warfare. First of all, that is a war crime.
Mm-hmm.
And then also against, like, people that aren't doing anything wrong. This is kind of, like, something needed to be done about it is, like, what I'm saying. And so, like, for us to just be like, all right, well, no one else is doing shit, so we're going to do shit. And then, like, 3 other countries were like, yeah, you know what, we'll do that too.
Well, the counter argument to
This is
that
like-
is like we, as in our nation, aren't saints. You know, we've
Well,
done
that's true.
plenty of questionable shit.
That's
What do you have
true.
to say about that?
I mean, we've done questionable shit.
Exactly.
I'm like, I
my
can't say
response
anything
then.
about that.
They're like, well, what about the thing in the 1940s we did?
Like, the only thing I can
1940s
say is, like,
specifically,
that's a old ass shit. Like,
Say, well, what about the one we did 20 days ago where we tortured and killed a Muslim man for no reason? You're like, fuck.
I can't fucking say anything about that. I can't, like,
But the moving on from that is a counter argument. You can't really beat that counter argument.
yeah.
Not with
yeah,
the
not
situation
really.
we're in. Because the U.S. has a very spotted past, but you
Mhm.
point a country that doesn't. Boom. I fucking win.
I fucking win.
Fucking
I'm
gay.
fucking gay.
Anyways, so the other two like big reasons that people are saying it's wrong is one, Flint, Michigan, and two, I'll get into that in a second, and two, oh wait, I think I just said it, that we're not saints.
I mean, that's
Oh, we
pretty
don't-
good.
People don't want to be like, why should we be the world's policeman?
I mean, that's kind of how it's always been, though. Like,
Mhm.
when you think about it. Like, even in World War II, we were, like, trying to stay out of that shit. And Japan was like, nah, you fucking coming. And we're like, okay, I guess we're fucking coming. Like, whatever.
Correct.
Like, we're trying to stay out of that shit. And then Japan was like, you know what? This is going to be... We're involving everyone. Fuck you guys. And it's just like, we didn't even... I don't want to say we didn't do anything because I feel like we definitely did do something to be brought into that war, but I just know that,
World War II specifically?
yeah, like,
Yeah, we made some moves. I know our president at the time, FDR, he wanted to get into the war
mhm.
for multiple reasons.
And I know we were supplying people with weapons, stuff like
Chemical weapon. No, I'm just kidding.
that. But
The secret is out.
the secret is out. We've used chemical warfare before. Have we?
Definitely.
Okay.
But an argument I've been seeing with a lot of social justice warriors
Mm.
is like, well, what about Flint, Michigan? If they get in trouble for using chemical weapons, all the senators should be hanged because they use chemical weapons in Flint, Michigan. Which
Use-
the point that was very much an exaggeration. Flint, Michigan, the water, they can't drink it. And they still can.
Yeah, yeah.
That's still a fucking thing, which blows my goddamn mind.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Right? How
I
can you
don't
not filter that
understand.
fucking water after 8 years? Like, it's bad shit. But anyways, moving on. They're saying, like, actually, in their sense, they are saying that. They're like, we should be in trouble for that because we haven't solved that problem yet. But I think in more of a logical point of view, using that as an example, we still have a lot of shit to deal with in our country. Puerto Rico still doesn't have full fucking power.
Mm.
How long was that? That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a fucking long time ago. I mean, long is
Yeah.
relative, but
Is Puerto Rico?
yes.
Okay. It's a territory, right?
Yeah, it's a...
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say it might be a commonwealth, but I'm pretty sure it's just a territory. Every one of them is a U.S. citizen. They use
Okay.
U.S. currency. As well. They also pay taxes, etc. Or do they pay taxes? I know they pay some kind of tax, I'm sure,
Mhm.
but I don't know if they pay federal taxes. But anyways, moving on. Not a question I've ever asked. But they're saying we still have so many issues here, and specifically those two, that we should not be bombing another country for any reason. Well, I agree.
That's kind of a loose argument, so.
It is because that could be this. I mean, say World War II happened, right? Say it did. We're gonna fucking pretend here for a minute.
You mean World War III?
No, World War II. It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Say like Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, and everyone's like, "All right, fuck, we're going to war," and then everyone was like, "No, wait, we still have the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Let's not."
Exactly. Like, they're like, wait, hold up. We still have some shit going on here. Let's not. Like, I understand, like, we shouldn't have to be like, let's stay out of people's business. But, like, at the same time, it's like, they were doing some fucked up shit.
Mhm.
So, like, they
Well-
needed to be at least a little corrected.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I don't know.
If you look at it like our track record, what things we've done in the past as a country, the Gulf War, the first Gulf War, Saddam Hussein used chemical weapons on Kuwait, I believe.
Mhm.
I could be wrong with any of the things I'm about to say too. And we were like, no, chemical weapons not good. We're doing that. We bombed the fuck out of them. One of the most successful war campaigns to ever happen.
Mm-hmm.
We just beat the fuck out of them. And I mean, we did it. We solved that problem specifically. And a lot of people said there were so many other fucking reasons why we were there. Oil, chemical weapons, nuclear weapons, everything. And then we left and then went back because nuclear weapons, fucking George Bush. Doesn't matter. All I'm saying is we've done it before. We can't just stop now. Chemical weapons are bad. We're trying to say that the world will unite against chemical weapons to stop people from using them. So I absolutely agree with what is happening. But what I don't agree with, as fucking usual, is our retarded ass president being like, well, I'm doing what Obama couldn't fucking do, huh? He's fucking
stupid.
gay.
Yeah.
Like, it's just ridiculous. I mean, every fucking time, every chance he gets, he's just like stomping on the grave, like shit like that. And it's so
It's just
annoying.
like-
You make yourself look like such a fucking 12-year-old.
Yeah, like Obama wasn't like, well, let me be clear. George Bush did not do
Exactly.
this. Like, and George
9 out of
Bush
10
wasn't like
fucking previous presidents.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, like 9 out of 10 previous fucking presidents haven't been like talking shit the entire fucking time. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
happened. I'm sure it's happened with most presidents once and or twice.
Mhm.
It's just a lot of people like, hey, he's not a politician. I fucking his approval rating has gone up. How? Are we just getting used to his shit? That's such cancerous horse shit. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
We got 2 years left.
But what's gonna happen after that?
Hopefully.
I mean, hopefully it's who? Do you have a clear candidate who's like way fucking better in every single way and doesn't have any drawbacks? It's just annoying to me. It fucking pisses me off.
That's true.
It's just like everyone we can choose from is just like either a criminal or fucking batshit crazy. Or both.
I'm just hoping Bernie runs again, and then people are actually like, hey, you know what?
I'm not gonna vote for Bernie. If he runs again, I'm not gonna vote for him.
I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some random person.
I
that's, like,
didn't
better
vote
in
for the
every way.
lesser of two evils in this last election. I'm not gonna do it ever. That's not what I'm voting for. So I'm not gonna do it. I don't have to agree 100%, but I have to at least get 50.
Yeah.
If I can't get 50% with a candidate, I'm not gonna fucking vote for him. There's no way.
Politicians are just fucking gay.
Fucking gay.
Fucking. What are those boobs?
Get those out of here.
Get those out of my mouth.
Get those out my mouth.
We're like literally great value TMG.
Oh yeah. Wow. Like, what's the off-brand of great value? Because that's what we are. But yeah. So all in all, I just have to say, Donald Trump not get any better. Not at all. I'm Woody in the Wake Up Call. Do you know that?
Yes.
He took Woody from that, took over another radio show, and he was talking on it, and he was like, I voted for Donald Trump, and I'm just gonna say it, I voted for him, and he's like, I'm not really proud of how he acts a lot of times, but I can't really argue with his track record and what he's done. I'm like, he hasn't done a fucking thing.
Yeah.
You name any of the shit one fucking thing I can think of is the tax bill, and that can be a positive or negative, whatever way you're looking at it.
Yeah.
That's not a clear, like, oh, this is great in every way.
Mhm.
There's obvious drawbacks to everything. So it just annoys me. Like, so many things he's taking credit for are things that were either happening when Obama was president or like, carried over. And it's so annoying. And I'm not saying those things that specifically were great, but he has taken credit for a lot of shit that wasn't him. And what has he gotten done? Aside from the tax bill, I'll give him that. What has he fucking gotten done? Can you name anything?
I can't know.
I mean, you don't follow politics that closely.
Yeah, not
but
at all.
You shouldn't have to realize our fucking president doesn't do God fam. Fuck, I'm fucking stumbling.
God fam.
God fam.
God fam.
Out. It pisses me off because his approval rating's going up. He hasn't done a goddamn notable fucking... I mean, I wouldn't say notable. He's done plenty of notable things. But he hasn't done a shit to improve the country I live in.
He's in the fucking news every day.
Oh.
He does do that.
Oh.
None of it is positive, but he's always in the news.
That's not true. If you watch Fox News, they're just on their knees sucking him off.
I know.
Whole fucking time.
It's like Donald Trump did the best thing today.
Donald Trump upped himself from the other day, doing the good thing today after doing the good thing the day before that, too. That's not how they sound on Fox News, but they're a bunch of cockasses.
Yeah, when I was watching, when the presidential election was happening, I turned on, we were trying to, like, follow the politics, and,
Never mind, go ahead.
chick with a kid, and then,
Apple Watch, bitch.
and
No offense.
no offense, if she ends up watching
Yeah,
this.
if you're a loyal watcher.
But,
But only if...
we like, turned it on, and it was, like,
Why would she want to... Never mind.
I don't know. I was like half asleep or something, but Fox News came on. It was one of the channels like doing one of these primary things, like this debate.
Was it a primary?
It was a debate.
Was
Holy
it him
shit.
and Hillary Clinton?
No, it was like everyone. It was like early
Then it
on.
was not a primary.
I said it was a debate.
You said it was a primary, and then I asked if it was a primary. You said it was a debate. And it could be a debate and a primary at the same time.
Well, I meant to reiterate and say that was not.
Well, I'm
a
glad
primary.
I corrected you.
Okay, well, fuck off. And Fox News was just like, they were talking so much shit about just Democrats in general. Like, it was very, like, just, like, one-sided. And I was like, this is cancer.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, like, media should not be biased. I was like, what the fuck? This
Yeah.
is fucked.
Definitely. I realized that a long time ago, actually. But I remember tuning in. I was the only one. I tried to get so many people to watch the first debate with me.
Mm-hmm.
What you do,
I was tuning in.
Oh, hey! I was the only one, but I was trying to get other people to fucking watch it with me. Ended up just me. And I turned on the first debate, first Republican debate, and it was like fucking 18 Republicans.
Yeah.
And after I watched the whole
That
thing.
was the one that we were watching.
I watched the whole thing, and then I was like, all right, I made up my mind. Donald Trump's a fucking idiot. It was like the whole time I was like, oh, this guy should not be up on the stage. There was actually like 4 people like they should not be on the stage, but he was definitely like top dog, not be on fucking stage. But a thing I want to say is I've been hearing so many conservative, like literally like they say conservative, Republican, they just keep fucking saying that word. There's Kevin Bacon. He's running.
Conservative Republican?
Just like repeating words like that. Just like hot key words. Like, they're like, what can we say to make people pay attention if they like money? Like it's really funny. But specifically here in Ohio, I've been hearing so many of those. I imagine they're for senator, people running in the election, and they're like, conservative Kevin Bacon. Who would we want more than Kevin Bacon? A conservative Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon. They literally said his name in this 30-second ad
Holy
fucking
shit.
10 times. And they said conservative just as many times. It was amazing. I was like, all right, they know what they're doing. They know their audience. Conservatives. Kevin Bacon is who you're voting for. I remember his name. Probably because it's Kevin Bacon. But they said it fucking 10
Probably
times.
because of fucking Tremors, but...
Exactly. It wasn't actually Kevin Bacon. It was
Oh,
another
yeah.
person named Kevin Bacon. That's pretty obvious. But there was like 4 or 5 different politicians running that would repeatedly just say, stop. They'd repeatedly just be like, conservative Moira Brown. I have no idea if that's an actual person.
Moira Queen.
Moira. And it was just like, there's no one else tough enough to take on Russia, Putin, Donald Trump,
Other than
and
Kevin Bacon.
and Democrats. And it's just he's running for senator, dog. You ain't gonna deal with Russia.
Yeah.
Why are you talking all this
fucking
shit?
deal with that shit.
It's very annoying.
Yeah.
State of the world annoys me.
Same. That's why I don't like to pay attention to it. It just fucking like pisses me off. I'm like,
Yeah, that's why I'm always mad.
yeah. I'm like, you just start like,
Yeah, I was about to say.
you're like, that's
my
what
secret, Cap. I remember when I first watched that, and I was like, that's so fucking cool. And then like 20 minutes later, I was like, that was fucking dumb.
Yeah. I was like, oh. And then, like, I got a little bit older and was like, that was stupid.
That was really bad
That's
writing.
so dumb.
He's like, I'm always angry.
Like, what are
I
you...
mean, the punch was cool, and the
yeah.
and the
Like, what the...
EDM in the
He
background.
fucking suplex the fucking...
He just punched it, and it was like a Hellboy when he punches the car. Just flips over. That's all I got for today.
Yep. We've been at it for 1 hour and 14 minutes.
1 hour and 14 minutes. Tune in next week at the same bad time with a bad Leroy Brown.
Holy shit.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Have a
Hope
good
y'all
one.
are good. Un.
Love you 20 people.
Yep, all 20 of you. Go ahead, share it, like it, find it, reply it. Do what you can. Love you guys.
Love ya.
Bye.